I found all these wooden rounds on Facebook Marketplace. They were about 8 inches in diameter. There were some larger ones too, but they had sold by the time I got there, and these were about to be thrown away, so I decided to try to do something with them. I let them all dry out because they had been sitting in the rain, and then I also went through and filled in all of the holes. I got my kids to help with this project, which was so much fun. They love helping with all of my crafts, and they had a really good time putting the wood filler into the holes. They are such great helpers, and I love incorporating them in my business. Because these were just rough plywood, I went through with my sander and I sanded all of the edges. I used a 220 grit sandpaper so that they were nice and smooth when I was finished. I decided they would be cute as a riser or display stand, so I bought some round wood balls to use as feet for the stand. And I went through with a scrap paper that I turned into a template and marked all of the areas where I was going to attach the feet. I used wood glue to attach the feet and started with just one to see how it would look. This was a great test piece because I considered using wood dowels to make them a little bit stronger, but realized this was absolutely not necessary. They adhered so well with the strong wood glue that I used, and they're decorative pieces, so that extra strength is just not necessary. And after they were on, I made sure to weigh them down and even move them indoors so they could sit overnight out of the Florida humidity. I was actually hoping to stain all of these to keep that natural wood look, but aside from this one, all the others had the holes with the wood filler, which did not soak up the stain. So, plan B. Upcycling is all about trial and error, and I have so much fun with it. I love using whatever I have around the house, so I decided to paint these black. I used a decent quality paintbrush for this instead of the standard chip brush because I hate when all the bristles fall out as you're painting. I actually got a pack of these on Amazon and the price is pretty comparable to your standard chip brush. I put 2 coats of paint on each, letting them dry fully in between. I also love using my heat gun as always to speed up in the drying process. Then I painted around all the edges with a gold metallic paint. This is the brand Folk Art, which I got on Amazon, and I love it. It's just a basic craft acrylic paint. And as I applied this, I'm using a foam brush to kind of get the paint in all those nooks and crannies and spread it out around the edge. I like using a foam brush for this because it doesn't bleed to the top or bottom of the piece. I put on several coats of the gold paint because I wanted a nice bold look. And after they were dry, I applied a nice coat of polyacrylic sealer. I used the gloss finish so that they are nice and shiny and very durable. I had so much fun experimenting with these wood rounds. The black and gold is just classic, and there's so many uses for them. They can display home decor, be used as display pieces in a store, or perfect for a centerpiece at a wedding or other event. Happy crafting!